Hey, I'm Jacob.
And I'm Jared.
And we're here to talk about Dragon Ball
Z.
Alright. We're going to talk about the Namek saga today. Talk about a couple different themes and events that transpire during these 20 episodes or so. Piccolo in the Raditz saga slipped up by revealing that the Dragon Balls can be used to wish people back to life, and that's what caused the entire Saiyan saga and Vegeta to come to Earth. Never realized that Vegeta's the one who actually slips up and says there's Dragon Balls on Namek, who cares? And that reveals the Namek saga, basically. So now you have like him slipping up and letting Goku and all of Earth know that that's an option. Also, interesting point, King Kai knows where Namek is. He's already aware of it. He probably could have mentioned this. There's that option. Interesting that he doesn't. Like, small philosophical note about Dragon Ball Z that seems like sometimes the gods know things that later on they're always aware of them, but they don't mention them at the time. So maybe there's a little bit of like a non-intervention prime directive that they have where they don't reveal this information until Goku and, the Z fighters discover it themselves. But the filler here is like some of the worst ever.
Yeah, it's not that good.
This fake Namek thing was brutal. I can't believe they call it the fake Namek saga because it's multiple episodes. Yeah, insane.
Not just like one or two, 3 episodes.
Crazy. I like the first one when they encounter these people who are like fighters and whatever, but they're aware of Frieza. So it's kind of cool. It reminds me of like in Spore the Groks when you get to like the outer ring of the galaxy and they're kind of, you start to hear rumors about this thing. Like, oh yeah, Frieza exists and he's a tyrant and he did this to our planet. And so it starts to create like a little bit of a reputation for Frieza early on, and you're getting closer to the epicenter of that. So
all that happens during that is basically travel time, along with the fact that they basically are like, hey, it's time for Goku to rest up. So they get to Namek finally. Bulma mentions, spacesuits, let's check the oxygen. Krillin and Gohan just walk out. They don't care. They're not thinking. They don't care. I just put that as a note because I thought it was funny. Which I guess in some ways makes sense. Piccolo lives on Earth, so why would there be that much of a difference in atmosphere or anything? Because Piccolo's origins is on another planet, then yeah, he's gonna do that. Vegeta then lands on the planet, which has his classic blue suit. Frieza already has 4 of the Dragon Balls. I want to note that. Like, when they get there, the villain already has 4 of them, which is kind of interesting because he's been just gathering them in a very different way than anyone we've seen before, which is literally just going village to village and killing everyone until he gets what he wants. Luckily, his planet must not be that big, because if it's as big as Earth, that would take years to go around and find every single Dragon Ball. Basically, you have to go to America, you have to go to India.
We don't know how long they were there for. I mean, it's very unclear, because I had the same impression. I think it's fascinating from a narrative standpoint. This is really like the Latin in media res, in the middle of the action. Like, yeah, you have this long journey and all these filler episodes, but when you arrive on Namek, there's already all this stuff going on. They've already been collecting Dragon Balls for who knows how long. Vegeta, instantly, they sense him and then he flies by or something. So you're caught in the middle of this huge thing instantly. There's no build-up there.
I know here, Bulma wants to leave instantly when they kind of figure out the situation is probably way above their pay grade, because they didn't know Frieza was going to be here. They thought maybe Vegeta, and they thought that they could maybe handle that because they still think Vegeta can't sense power levels, so they thought there'd be a way around that. But with the fact that they have other people, scouters there, and they can just sense how powerful they are, they instantly want to go back, but that would take 2 months. So they're pretty much not stuck there, but they know that no matter what, this could really screw up the mission instantly. Like,
and then I think their ship gets blown up. But maybe that's
next episode. Yeah. I remember Kui, and I think mainly because I like his design, and the main thing I like to say is red energy. It is just unique. We don't see that often, and especially in the show, it becomes everyone has white energy for the most part. But unfortunately, Kui, he's tracking Vegeta. They have this long beef. It's funny that it goes from probably Kui was his last great enemy, and then Goku. What a change here.
No memory of this character whatsoever. And they just seem like middle school rivals or something, the way that Kui talks about, oh, Vegeta, you're the same power as me. Like,
Kui wants to join forces with Vegeta after they fight. They fight for like a couple of seconds. It's not that long. And then Kui is literally like, hey, let's power up together and like take over Frieza. Which, like, I was pointing this out, like, I don't think that anyone knows Frieza's even close to his true power, because all these people keep in any way thinking that they take Frieza on, and it's like,
so this awareness, because so Kui says, yeah, please, like, I'll join you, we can take on Frieza together. Where does this revolution against Frieza start? It's kind of murky. By the time Vegeta gets to Namek, I think it's already clear that that's his intention with the Dragon Balls. But why now, and what is it? Just because he overpowered Goku, or he got that Zenkai boost?
I think that like it's a thing of like Vegeta's always wanted to become. He's the prince. He was supposed to be a leader.
There's some undercurrent of colonialism with the way that Frieza goes about collecting these Dragon Balls, as you said, village to village, extracting resources. Some easy symbolism there.
Like when they kind of encounter the Namekians for the first time. This is a Gohan Krillin seeing the Namekians for the first time. They're watching Frieza, and Frieza like, talks to them, and they're pretending they can't speak what they call common. And then after that, Zarbon's instantly just killing the Namekians. Like the Namekian warriors come. You have the elder then of this village. He takes out one of the scouters. He uses an attack and takes it from the doorway because he sees that that's what they're using to find the Dragon Balls, basically. That's kind of the first introduction to all this information we're getting. What was your favorite part of this kind of stuff? We're asking you, the audience, like, what do you guys think about this? Like, what did you think about when you first watched this? Like, what was your kind of like first vibes on like Frieza, these other characters? Did you think someone like Kree was going to be a new character that lived a while? Or did you know he was going to go away like a Cyberman in a second?